Plus, a woman who is making a difference. Just don't tell her it can't be done. Nightly News begins now.
This is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams, reporting tonight from Washington.
Up next here tonight, one woman making a difference for a lot of other women and their families. Finally tonight, making a difference on the home front, where we highlight some of the folks trying to make life easier for military families. Babette Maxwell knows that very well. Her husband David is in the Air Force, on duty and away from home 200-plus days a year. So she had an idea for connecting families just like hers, and it worked. We get her story from NBC's Chris Jansing in New Orleans.
Nice.
It's one of those rare and amazing days for the Maxwell family. All 5 of them together in Louisiana, one of the many places they've called home.
How many times have you moved in your life?
This next one to Fort Worth will be my 29th.
Babette Maxwell was an Army brat who married an Air Force pilot.
You literally did start it in your car, didn't you?
We really did.
It was during one of those moves that a kind of crazy idea came to her, to start a magazine.
Are you trained in publishing?
No.
In journalism?
No.
In business?
No.
What were you thinking?
What Babette knew was that the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan placed enormous stress on military spouses and their families. And like her, they often felt alone.
That was really the key to the magazine's success, especially early on, was that this was a magazine for, by, and about military spouses.
Alma Powell, wife of the former Secretary of State, has been interviewed. So has Laura Bush. And in the current issue, Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden. But the heart of Military Spouse is taking on tough subjects, from combat injuries and PTSD to the emotional impact of long deployments.
Babette has touched thousands and thousands of lives of military families. Without her, I think many of us would be truly struggling.
7 years in, Military Spouse is sold around the world.
Do you have enough time on the back
Much to Babette's surprise, but not her husband's.
The spouse community is her team, and she has always looked out for the success of the team.
David Maxwell will be leaving for another tour of duty soon. Babette will navigate the waters of single parenting, a demanding job, and preparing for another move, all while being an inspiration to tens of thousands of military spouses just like her. Chris Jansing, NBC News, New Orleans.